Hey, good afternoon, YouTube subscribers. Alright, I want to do a video tonight. It's the same night I did my other video. It's the 22nd, about to be 11 p.m. And I just got a lot of thoughts racing in my head. But what I don't get is, and it's more in the United States compared to any country in the whole world, is why do people abuse the hell out of marijuana? You know, like, I have nothing against marijuana. I think it's safe. It's better than drinking or popping pills, and of course, doing hardcore drugs. But, why do people just, they get this marijuana, the loud, the good stuff that you see in high times, 10 a gram, 20 a gram, or 20 for 2 grams, 35 for an eighth, 40 for an eighth. I know people who buy the A's and they'll literally blow through it in like 2 or 3 days, maybe even less. And they smoke this shit day in and day out, like all day. And, I used to smoke like that, and I'm not going to be the one to judge. But when I used to smoke weed that often, I didn't get high. Like, my tolerance built up real quick. And you know, to me, it's just like you're making the drug dealer rich, and all he's doing is just sitting on his or her fat ass and collecting money and don't give a damn about you. Like, for real, why would you, does your life really suck that bad to where you got to get high every single day? Can you not just get high before you go to bed, take a couple puffs? Can you not get high once every 3 days or once a week? You got to smoke morning, you got to smoke lunch break, a little hit before you go walking right out after your lunch break, smoke right after work, smoke all the time when you're at home, smoke right when you go to bed, and do it all over again. I just don't get it. It's like, I remember the first time, the very, very first time I got high on weed when I was in 8th grade, and it was a cool ass high, and it was off Reggie weed because, everyone when they're young, they get ripped off and they get sold the Mexican brick Reggie weed, and, of course, back then we called it fire, but the Reggie weed was actually pretty decent. And took me three tries to get high. And see, I thought when you smoked marijuana when I was young, I thought it was like shrooms, like you would hallucinate and see stuff till I finally found out what the real high was about. I felt good and I felt hungry. But, I understand people who need it bad for medical reasons, for the pain and everything. And, maybe there's certain levels of THC, they need a one particular strand. It could be, I don't know. I mean, uh, the dispensaries out there can help you or tell you how to use marijuana the right way. There's books in the library or at Books a Million that tell you how to use it the spiritual way and how people used it, the Indians, the Mayans, people in Asia. I don't know if people in Europe in medieval times used it. I mean, it goes back, but it's like this is where all your money's going is to the drug dealer or the gas station to get your blunt wraps or your rolling paper, or if you're putting, and you put it in a pipe. Really the best way to inhale weed is vaping it because that's better for your lungs, or eating it if you can cook it. But I just don't get why you gotta get high all the friggin' time. And it's like that's all people talk about. And, you know, people can be like crackheads on marijuana. I'm just gonna put it to you like that. When I smoked it, and, you know, me and my friend would hang out. And then we would just kind of we would talk, have something to talk about, Hey, let's, hit up our dealer. Let's hit up the weed man and see what he's got. Shoot him a text. Play the waiting game. And then we would just wait and wait, and we would get agitated and mad. And all of a sudden, you get a ringer on your phone, and it would be him. Come on by. And then everyone gets in a good mood, and everybody has something to talk about. And it don't matter what your topic or subject is, or what it is you have to say. Your idea is great. Everyone's laughing at you or laughing with you because you know why? They're getting green. They're going to the dealer's house. You know, you're being a crackhead. And then, you smoke the weed, and then everyone gets high, and then you get stoned. You start smoking a lot, and then you get lazy, and then people get all awkward, and people get all paranoid. You know, that's why I think I have the problems I have today. Because a lot of this weed you're getting, it's not like the stuff in Colorado or California. Um, this or something you would grow out your backyard. People are lacing this weed. They're putting sherm on it. They're putting stuff on it to enhance it. I don't know what it is exactly, but cops could tell you. You could. Why don't you do this? Why don't you go to your weed guy, or I'm sure you got more than one weed guy that sells maybe Reggie and sells Loud. And won't you take a sample off each little baggie and send it to a lab? They have these labs. These labs have a website on the internet where you can send like samples of your ecstasy or your LSD to see if you have the real deal or if it's something potent and very very dangerous, and see if it's really THC or see if your marijuana is laced with something like angel dust, PCP, or whatever it is. Because um, for people that want to smoke weed because a mother lost her son, that's very tragic. I can understand that, but you got to move on in life. I think the best cure for that is being strong, helping others who lost their child, and maybe taking a trip to Peru and having an ayahuasca experience. In other words, doing DMT and seeing the gates of heaven and hell and knowing there is a God and knowing life's going to get better instead of just, you know, making the weed guy down the road rich so he can go on his trip to Hawaii or Vegas, get the shit he wants, or her, whoever it is, you know. Why do you smoke weed if you don't get high off it? Why do alcoholics keep drinking alcohol if you're not getting drunk but you're throwing up? Do you really need this? Alcohol, the weed, especially the pills. People fainting off pharmaceutical pills. Your tolerance builds up real quick, and these pills are not cheap, like Adderall, Vicodin, Percocets. I don't get it. You want to keep smoking weed? Fine. I'm not trying to talk about your weed dealer or you. Get you an eighth. Make it last a month. You know, make the $40 last a month so you're not blowing a lot of money. You know, tame yourself. If you just got to quit weed and just learn, the only person that knows your mind and your body is yourself. You got to listen to your body's feedback. So that's what you got to do. Is I mean, like if I had some marijuana, I could make it last a long time because one hit or two hits, and I would already be high. It's already been a month since I smoked weed. My system's clean, and it's another thing. You don't have to worry about if you just got a new job somewhere. Oh my God, how am I going to pass this drug test? Well, You know, if you only took a couple hits off weed a week ago, you can easily clean out your system sweating, running, and drinking a gallon of water compared to if you smoked 6 blunts within 2 days. Well, good luck. You know, use someone else's urine, which is hard to find. Because it seems like everyone's just getting high and lying around and wanting to be on Facebook and, you know, play video games, you know, the Call of Duty, you know, Call of Duty Zombies, you know, Illuminati at its finest, you know, just, you don't want to go outside. You don't want to shoot some pool. You don't want to, you know, box, fight, talk to girls because you're too scared, because you're paranoid, because you're too damn high. So just think about it. You know I'm right. I'm for weed. I wish they would just legalize it. We can make some money off it instead of these little shady drug dealers because they don't give a damn about you. And I'll do another subject on drug dealers too. But I'm cutting this video short. It's already at about 11 minutes and 22 seconds long. So just think about it. If you got a sack of weed, try to make it last. Maybe this video will motivate you. So I'm signing off here. Good night, folks.